Hey guys, what is going on? My name is NoJ456, and today, my friends, the trailer for Zombies in I keep wanting to say Zombies in Spaceland because it's just kind of ingrained in my mind now. It's kind of like the name of the mode, but Zombies in Infinite Warfare. They have a new trailer. It's DLC 1 for Infinite Warfare Zombies, and we're going to be going ahead and watching it for the first time here. I've not seen it yet. I've seen a little image at RAVE in the REDWOODS. That's about it. Other than that, I have no idea what we're about to see. I'm hoping it's going to be some pretty sweet stuff here. I'm hoping we get some cool looks at what we have in store coming up here in the future. And without further ado, let's go ahead and play the trailer and see. I'm going to be talking over this, by the way. Go to Call of Duty channel if you want to hear it without me talking over it. I will be talking over it, breaking it down, and doing all that stuff right about now. So let's go ahead and get started with the first viewing of the thing. I've got the creepy lighting already going on here for Zombies, so here we go.
Peggy 18.
This is the UK trailer. I think we have to watch the multiplayer first. There's a little zombie. That was Zombies in Spaceland right there.
We are so excited for fans to get their hands on the first DLC of the season.
We've been listening to your feedback, and we have so much more to come. We've got 4 intense maps and a brand new zombie experience.
Joe, I'm sorry. I just only care about zombies.
One of the great things about DLC is it gives us the first opportunity to address what the players are looking for and what things can be improved upon in the Infinite Warfare experience.
We get a lot of feedback across social media, forums, everywhere. It's been really cool to see everything from beta up till now, the requests. So you're going to see drastic changes and things you love brought into these new maps.
Oh, dude, he's programming.
Tomorrow is a dark, grimy, moody Brooklyn from the distant future.
On one side, you spawn under the Brooklyn Bridge, which is kind of gritty, and then the exact opposite side of the map, it's a little bit nicer. There's cafes and parks, and then in the middle, it's just a war zone.
I don't know. It's hard to do anything special.
Neon is a virtual training simulator for urban warfare. It's a Z-shaped map with a long sight line down the middle, a high B point
it's kind of hard to make multiplayer trailers that are like actually exciting.
When you run around, cars will generate players. When they die, they will dissolve into a mess of polygons. It's a very interesting and fun space to be in.
Interesting. Show us the zombies.
Yeah, we were pretty excited about is called Renaissance. It takes place in Venice. It's a very tight quarters, very fast gameplay.
If you like the snipe, you're gonna love the church lane. If you like to run and gun with your shotgun or your SMG, you're gonna love skating through the interiors and engaging players. And if you're a mobile mid-ranger, you're gonna love taking your assault rifle onto the streets.
Yeah, I actually like Joe a lot. He's a good guy.
Another map we have is called Dominion, and it's a Modern Warfare 2 remake of the classic map Afghan.
We're just waiting until we get to the... Oh, what? Wait!
Afghan is such a revered map, not just
rifle onto the streets.
You what, mate?
Another map we have is called Dominion, and it's a Modern Warfare 2 remake of the classic map Afghan. This time it takes place on Mars.
Afghan is such a revered map,
hello?
not just amongst the fans, but also among everybody at Infinity Ward. It has a lot of different identifiable landmarks.
I mean, that's
remember
too.
crash ship and AA guns on the hill. And we knew it was kind of an easy transition over to Infinite Warfare's theater of war.
And players can now boost jump up to the lookout and counter snipers with close range engagements.
I don't know how I feel about map remakes. Ooh, we just got to it. I don't know how I feel about map remakes whenever the original game didn't have X's and the new one does have X's. I feel like they don't play the same at all. But that's just my opinion. Either way, we're only interested in this part right here, which is RAVE in the REDWOODS. Let's see what we got going on.
The RAVE in the REDWOODS is a trip back to the 1990s to a place that is such a stark contrast from what we did in Zombies in Spaceland. I think players are in for a real surprise.
Okay,
we made them really comfortable in Spaceland by opening up lanes, making it bright and colorful. This is really a horror film brought to life in a video game form. It's going to blow people's minds.
After getting sucked out of Zombies in
it's gonna be more scary.
Our 4 characters appear in a cabin. They wake up kind of groggy. They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside of the cabin, you find out that you're actually in an abandoned camp that's been kind of taken over by a few hundred raver kids that are throwing an all-night rave party in the middle of the woods. The level has this dark, foreboding, kind of spooky vibe, and then the world comes alive.
Okay, that's awesome, dude.
There's new Fate and Fortune cards coming, new traps within the map. Our cast of characters are getting a whole new wardrobe change. We're going to introduce a new character named the Slasher. There's so much more to tell. We can't wait for people to get a chance to experience what it's like to be in RAVE in the Redwoods. People are in for a real treat.
Dude,
all the devs here at Infinity Ward cannot wait for our fans to get their hands on
usually
the
there's one more little
weapons, the
montage
quests, there's so much going into it. Fans are going to be super excited.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare DLC 1 pack will be available January 31st, first on PS4.
Okay, so maybe not. Maybe a little something at the end here. No. Okay. All right, so let's go back through. Let's look at all the zombies clips. Let's take all the zombies clips out. I think at the very beginning they had some stuff. That's zombies in Spaceland. That's zombies in Spaceland.
So you're gonna.
There's like one more clip in here somewhere, but I
see one that it's a very tight.
Really...
And if you're a mobile,
but also among every Infinite War.
Okay.
RAVE in the Redwoods.
Okay. Here we go. All right, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna cut everything out. That's not. That's not exactly RAVE in the Redwoods. Wasn't there like one little mini clip where we saw an axe or something?
Excited for fans to get their hands on the first DLC of the season.
We've been listening to your feedback, and we have so much more to come. We've got 4 intense maps and a brand new zombie experience.
Oh wait, there it was. Okay.
Zombie experience.
So. Okay, so let me go ahead and pull that out. Okay. That's about all we got right there. And then another clip. Someone jumping with an axe. Okay. So let's remove that, and then I think
one of the great things about
the rest of that is multiplayer, which we don't care as much about. All right, so let's go ahead. I could have done this better, but whatever. All right, here we go. So RAVE in the Redwoods. This is all of the footage that we have from this trailer of RAVE in the Redwoods. So let's go ahead and make this full screen again. Let's see what we got. Okay. So first shot, let's just watch through all this one more time. Let's just get in any storyline stuff.
The RAVE in the Redwoods is a trip back to the 1990s.
So it's gonna be in the 90s.
A place that is such a stark contrast from what we did in Zombies in Spaceland. I think players are in for a real surprise. We made them really comfortable in Spaceland by opening up lanes, making it bright and colorful. This is really a horror film brought to life in a video game form.
Okay, so they're trying to make it more scary for sure. They're trying to make it more horror filmy, and it's not going to be. It doesn't sound like, and it doesn't look like it's going to be as friendly, like gameplay wise. Because Zombies in Spaceland was like super wide open. You could like run anywhere. This is like there's indoor cabins and stuff like that you have to watch out for. So that's interesting. It seems like it's going to be a lot harder than Zombies in Spaceland. What do you guys think? It's going to be harder? From what we've seen so far, I'd say so.
Game form. It's going to blow people's minds.
After getting sucked out of Zombies in Spaceland.
Okay, so they get sucked out of Zombies in Space. I hope they show that in a intro cutscene or something like that. I wish they would have shown it in an ending cutscene, honestly, but I mean, hopefully the next map has an ending cutscene. I feel like the ending cutscene is just like, boom, you've completed the Easter egg. There you go. There's your reward. Instead of just being like, oh, hey, here's an achievement. You did it. But I really hope they include ending cutscenes from here on out. And Zombies in Space was just kind of like the one that doesn't.
Our 4 characters appear in a cabin. They wake up kind of groggy. They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside of the cabin, you find out that you're actually in an abandoned camp that's been
kind of
taken over by a few hundred raver kids that are throwing an all-night rave party in the middle.
Okay, so real quick, I said I wasn't going to pause this, but do you guys see the perk right there? We got cookies. Got cookies right underneath
in the middle of the woods.
The little man up here, who I assume is probably going to be a trap, to be honest. Let's be real here.
Has this dark, foreboding, kind of spooky vibe.
Okay, so here it says ride power. Or does that say ride? What do you guys think that says right in the middle? They blurred out the little prompt that it has. They blurred out the prompt, but it sounds like it's saying ride power. And then they flick it on, and then it gets all bright and colorful. I'm wondering if this is just a trap, and it doesn't actually get that colorful the whole time. But let's see.
The world comes alive.
Dude, I can't wait. Another thing is I can't wait to hear the soundtrack. Okay, we'll look more.
There's new weaponry. There's new Fate and Fortune cards coming. New traps within the map. Our cast of characters are getting a whole new wardrobe change. We're going to introduce a new character named the Slasher. There's so much more to tell. We can't wait for people to...
I bet the Slasher is David Hasselhoff, and it's just him acting all goofy. I bet you it's David Hasselhoff. There's no way
a chance to experience what it's like to be in RAVE in the Redwoods. People are in for a real treat.
All of the devs here at Infinity Ward cannot wait for our fans to get their hands on the new content.
The weapons, the quests, there's so much going into it. Fans are going to be super excited.
Call of Duty Infinite Warfare DLC 1 pack will be available January 31st, first on PS4.
Over a month
away.
There's
so much going into it. Fans are going to be super excited.
Okay, let's go ahead and cut it there. That's good. Okay, so this is our little chunk of what we got from zombies right here. So now we need to dive into this and really look at each scene with a lot of detail here. All right, so here we go. So this is our first clip that we got from here. Let me scoot all these things over. There we go. That'll make it easier on me. All right. So here's our first clip that we got. It's just a character. As you can see, it's 90s. They do have like computers and stuff like that, like personal computers, stuff like that. We have a bobcat on the wall. It seems like it's kind of like based in this area. It kind of seems like there's a fireplace to his left. Maybe it kind of has lighting like it does. The Slasher's Jimmy Zielinski. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. So we get a couple new melee weapons. It looks like. Okay, to me... Oh, I'm kind of blocking it, aren't I? Here, I'll go ahead and put this all the way up at the top so you guys can see over my big old head. To me, this kind of looks like a kitchen knife. Right here on the side. This looks like a kitchen knife to me. Like, just the way the handle is shaped. It looks like it's either a steak knife or a kitchen knife or something like that. So, yeah, there we go. So to me, that's what that looks like, that melee weapon. Obviously, we have some sort of axe type thing here. RAVE in the Redwoods, that's the logo for it.
The RAVE in the Redwoods is a trip back to the 1990s, to a place that is such a stark contrast.
She looks scared. She looks terrified. Let's see, what can we see on the walls here? We've got, gosh, I really wish I had my green screen. It makes it so hard to manage things. But if you can look right here, there's like a little character portrait type thing. I don't know if that's of her. That might be of this lady right here. Oh, dude, I didn't. You don't know how much you missed the green screen until it's gone, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you that.
From what we did in.
So we got a couple playtesters. Anything that we can see on the background? See in the background? That kind of looks like it says like oops, like right here. It kind of looks like it says zombie. I mean, I don't think there's too much to pull out of this.
From what we did in Zombies in Spaceland, I think.
Okay, so here we're back in the same kind of cabin. We've got a buildable, we've got, what's it called? Buildable, like little latches or boards right there. It looks like he has this, oh no, this is kind of like a machete. This is what I thought was the kitchen knife. This is the machete. We've got our girl character. You can see the painted nails. It's the same characters coming back. They made it pretty clear. Got some cups over here. Got the TV, the wall mounts right there. There is a fireplace there, so we were right on that. If there is a computer, or maybe there's multiple, I don't know. It doesn't really matter too much for the map layout. We got Lee Ross. Lee Ross is beautiful.
Beautiful in Spaceland by opening up lanes, making it bright and colorful. This is
okay. So here we have another shot. It looks like a lot of it, a big portion of it, is inside of this cabin. So it looks like melee weapons. If you guys remember melee weapons from the first map, melee weapons were really, really good. So I have a feeling melee weapons are going to be making a comeback as like something that's really, really important to have. So we got the axe going toward this light that is kind of like on the outside right here. It looks like this is kind of like the doorway to the outside. It has a little walkway up here. And then it looks like that's the edge of the deck, and you just jump right off there, and you're out in the kind of wild.
Blow people's minds.
After getting sucked out of Zombies in Spaceland.
So storyline-wise, basically what happens, I guess, is that he gets sucked out. The power scene has an MP HUD. Wait, really? Hold on, we'll see.
Our four characters appear in.
Okay, so here's a cap. That's the same shot. Oh, okay, so that wasn't a fireplace. It was just it was a path to the outside that was giving that lighting. Okay, so there's a golf club melee weapon as well. So we have the machete, the golf club.
They kind of
realize that there's those little carved bears right here. So obviously it's a Redwood theme. But...
They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now as you explore.
So another one is the spiked or the nail-driven baseball bat. Again, our girl character. Which hands do we have in this last one? In this last shot? It's a girl character again. They all have those nails.
They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside of the cabin, find out that you're actually...
So we go in here. It looks like this is just like a little trailer. It just looks like a small living trailer. Nothing like too crazy. Just a camper where someone seems to live.
Find out that you're...
Oh, and then there is a hole in the ceiling right there, so maybe some sort of jump scare.
Find out that you're actually in a band.
Wait, what is this? Right when they go in on the lower right-hand side. Do you see that? It's a sniper. Right above her fingers, right here. This is a sniper lying up against the wall. Do you see that? So maybe that's a wall buy without the HUD turned on. Maybe that's what the wall buys look like in this. Did you guys see that? There's a sniper. There's a perk in the bottom. Go back. Go back where?
That they're kind of groggy. Kept kind of groggy.
There is something through the window right here. Do you guys see this right here? It's a eagle-looking thing that has glowing eyes. It almost looks like a gargoyle or something. Turn the corner. Do you see this? It almost looks like a turtle. Hello? Let's see, and they turn, and then they cut there. Interesting.
Our four characters appear in a cabin. They wake up kind of groggy. They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside of the cabin, find out that you're actually
so
there's an abandoned camp
right
that's been taken over by a few hundred.
There's also a sniper in the beginning. Okay, so it looks like the snipers are just
that are throwing up.
Okay, so this is the first kind of like outdoorsy shot here. It looks like there's a path maybe coming from the cabin or that camper we were just at out onto like a little circular deck here. We've got some lighting effects going on here that we can't really see the source of. But, yeah, we got a circle there. Quickies are right here, so quickies are confirmed to be coming back. This is kind of like almost like a Burning Man type thing right here. I'm almost 100% that this is going to be some sort of trap at some point. I mean, there's no way you don't add something big human-like right here and don't make it a trap. Looks like more rave setup, kind of like a little balcony right there. We got the woods.
Dark, foreboding, kind of spooky.
Okay, yeah, so you're totally right. He has a that's for my dentist appointment in an hour. He has a multiplayer HUD. Something was off about the shot. I couldn't figure out what it was. But yeah, you're so right. He has a multiplayer HUD in the shot. It's tied 0-0. And then it says, okay, so this is the interesting part. It says ride power. So maybe it's some sort of ride. And then they like blurred out what the little prompt is, whatever it says. They blurred it out, and you can't really see what's going on there. But he clicks it, and then it comes to life. So let's watch this in full speed real quick. See what it looks like. But yeah, he has the
kind of spooky vibe, and then the world comes alive. There's
please don't tell me.
Kind of spooky vibe, and then the world comes alive.
He's using the jetpack in this clip. Do you see the jetpack meter? He's using the jetpack in this clip. Wow, okay, well. I mean, all the other clips had no HUD. This is the only clip that has HUD, and they forgot to put in a zombie's HUD rather than a multiplayer HUD. That's a little bit of an error there. I guess I didn't notice it the first time. It says hold X to turn on the generator. Yeah, that seems plausible. Slasher could be a Jason-like character. Hold on, let me pull up these tips here. Slasher could be a Jason-like character because Friday the 13th film took place in a cabin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that's kind of the vibe that they're going for without having to necessarily get the licensing rights for him. You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, so that's a little rough. There does seem to be some sort of like gap in the things right here, which is interesting. We've got a chair. It's kind of hard to see because the lights are just so bright and it's kind of foggy. But it to me it seems like this, like the lights come on. Yeah, generator. I think you guys are right. You can see that G right there. Turn on the generator. But you guys can see like it's. I don't think the entire camp lights up like this. I think it's a trap and it's temporary. Maybe though. I don't know. Or maybe it's just in the outside area. Because they show more of the map and it's not lit up like this anywhere else. And I think it'd be kind of annoying if the entire map was like this. I think it's, and then over there, it doesn't look like it's lit up like how the floor is spotted. It doesn't look like it's happening over there. So, that's interesting. Oh, wait. What? Maybe this is, I think this might be a tree stump or something. Or maybe like a small bush. But it has height here and it's not colorful. So
there's new weapons.
Okay, so new weapons. We've got we see the club again. This looks like some sort of convenience store. Let's see. All drinks, small, medium, large, bottled water, and what does that say? Roasted coffee. Roasted coffees. I think that's what it says. So nothing of interest that they hid right there. Again, playing as the girl character, we got blood splatters right there. We got a window right there. And then we got the golf club melee weapon. They've got some candies on the shelf here. That's pretty much all that's up there. It's just these candies. We got new Fate and Fortune cards. Although the Fate and Fortune cards that they're showing here are all the old ones. We have the Point Dexter, though. Finally, we have a new character. All the Fate and... So this is the spawn room right here, because the only time they do these... Also, they didn't change the icon here. They said their characters have new outfits. Then again, the thing is, the DLC, this, like... Speaking of roasted that hairline up close, you know what? So, I think they kind of made this trailer before they have a lot of it, like, set in stone. Because, obviously, we got the multiplayer...
There's new weaponry.
HUD there.
There's new Fate...
The Fate and Fortune cards are the exact same. Which, I mean, is fine. They may not want to tease the Fate and Fortune card. This is the spawn room, though. You spawn in the cabin. Because that's the only area that you do that. But, I mean, the icon is still the same. So, I don't know if they're making a new icon. If they're... I don't know, man. And then also, he takes his fist out. Do you see that? He takes his fist out after that.
New traps within the map. Our cast of characters are getting a whole new wardrobe change.
So, I mean, they show this clip of him spawning in with the same wardrobe, and then after that, they say whole new wardrobe change. So, I don't know what to think about that. I don't know what to think about. Do you guys think that they're going to keep the same icons, or they're going to change them?
New traps within the map. Our cast of characters are getting a whole new wardrobe change. We're going to introduce a new character.
Okay, so in my opinion, I think this is going to be the Hoff. I think this is going to be Hasselhoff, because I'm pretty sure the Hoff is going to be, like, obviously the 4 celebrities that are playing these characters, Jay Farrow, I forgot the rest of their names, but I think Hasselhoff is part of that deal as well. So I think this is going to be Hasselhoff right here. And I don't know if he's going to be like, if his personality is going to change with each thing, or he's going to be like, haha, gotcha, kids, or something like that. He might have a completely different personality and actually like want to kill the characters. But he's called the Slasher, so we'll see.
We're going to introduce a new character named the Slasher. There's so much more to tell. We can't wait for...
Okay, what do we got here? So this seems like some sort of boat dock right here. So there might be some watery part of the map. We've got this fireman's axe here. Oh, yep, there's... is that Racing Stripes? No, it's Trailblazers. Wow, they're bringing Trailblazers back? I would have thought if they were adding more perks, they would have gotten rid of Trailblazers, but of all things. But nope, that's Trailblazers right there. I was not expecting to see that in the map, but there we go. There's Trailblazers. You see it right through that little corner of the wall. Trailblazers. That's kind of interesting, actually. I wonder how many new perks they're going to add in, if any.
Experience what it's like to be in RAVE in the Redwoods. People are in for a real treat.
All of the devs here at Infinity Ward cannot wait for our...
So let's go back, make sure we didn't miss anything at the
RAVE in the Redwoods is a trip back to the 1990s to a place that is such a stark contrast.
I mean, before or after the zombie apocalypse, someone was planning on having a party at some point.
Real surprise. We made them really comfortable in Spaceland by opening up lanes, making it bright and colorful. This is really a horror film brought to life in a video game form. It's going to blow people's minds.
I don't see. Someone said I missed a perk somewhere, but I don't see.
This is really a horror film.
Where are the guns? You're not gonna spawn in with a gun. You can only pick them up. Maybe you guys think it's. I don't think they would make it melee.
A video game form. It's going to blow people's minds.
After getting sucked out of zombies in Spaceland,
the only gun that we see in the trailer is the longbow in the cabin. There are guns in this map, but it seems like you might spawn in melee only. Unless they just haven't set up the starting weapon yet. Cameron Laidlaw, thank you so much for sponsoring.
Cabin.
Appreciate you.
Wake up kind of.
The only thing that may possibly be a perk is this little eagle statue out here with glowing red eyes. I don't know what that is. That might be
kind of groggy. They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside.
Yeah, so of the cabin, we see a gun right here. There are guns in the map right there. Yeah, we see that.
Abandoned camp that's been kind of taken over by a few hundred raver kids that are throwing up.
So it is going to be candies again. Obviously, we have quickies right here. It is going to be candies again for the perks. They're not
dark, foreboding, kind of spooky.
So ride power.
Vibe.
I don't know what ride power it says. Turn on generator. I don't know, man, because it doesn't seem like. So maybe it's just this area of the map that lights up like this.
There's new weaponry.
Or maybe, I don't know, it's a limited amount of time or something. So this is the spawn room. You spawn in. He has no
cards coming.
Weapon in his hands.
New traps within the map. Our cast of characters are getting a whole new wardrobe change. We're gonna introduce a new character named the Slasher.
Slasher, man. So I think. What do you guys think? Is this gonna be Hasselhoff or not? Hasselhoff or not? Let me know what you guys think. I think it's very, very possible that's going to be the Hoff.
There's so much more to tell. We can't wait for people to get a chance to experience what it's like to be in RAVE in the Redwoods. People are in for a real treat.
I think that's everything. I think that's everything. What do you guys think was the coolest screenshot of this? Because I'd like to use a new screenshot for the thumbnail.
Our four characters appear in a cabin. They wake up kind of groggy. They kind of realize that they're maybe in the 90s now. As you explore outside of the cabin, you find out that you're actually in an abandoned.
I think that's the coolest screenshot, or the most gameplay looking screenshot. Let me go ahead and save that. Alright guys, I think that's about everything that we have to break down. There's really not too much to like read into here. We're gonna have to just wait for the next trailer. Although, dude, the map doesn't come out for another month and 11 days. So I mean, they released this trailer super early. I mean, it's pretty obvious whenever like, I don't know. It's pretty obvious that they released this really early when a lot of it's like in the trailers kind of like. I don't know. It's Jason Blundell. She has werewolf hands? I mean, if you're just talking about her nails, then yeah, but I mean her hands don't change throughout the entire thing. Alright guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Raven in the Woods on the this thing. Yeah, I don't think there's too much to pull out of here. There might be a Raven in there somewhere.
Raven in the Redwoods is a trip back to the 1990s.
Raven in the Woods.
To a place
it's a Raven in the Woods, boys. The Panzer boss zombie. I think the boss zombie may be the Slasher. I don't know though. I think, although the way they introduced him did make it seem like he was going to be the boss zombie, but also when you hear the name Slasher, it seems like you can't really kill him. You can only like put him at
Slasher. There's so much Slasher.
He definitely, I don't know. He seems like he's clutching something. He's holding something. But then again, are the characters like super close to him and he's not even like attacking him? So I think that might be Hasselhoff, to be honest. I would say the multiplayer HUD is there on purpose. Why would they put the multiplayer HUD on purpose? I think it was just kind of like they didn't even think about it. And then they have a map. Like, there's no maps in Zombies. That's the other thing. Eagle ray gun confirmed. That would be pretty funny. That would be like just, and it just like destroys everyone out of the way. She has werewolf hands in the machete scene. I'm not seeing any werewolf hands machete scene. Machete.
Are in for
no,
I
think that's just the way she
real surprise.
That's just the way you hold one-handed weapons. Her hands look completely normal. I do agree it's kind of creepy the way her fingers are dangling like that, but her right hand looks perfectly fine.
For real surprise.
Does she have like a tattoo, or is that just? I think that's just dirt on her. Kind of looks like a smiley face a little bit. All right.
They kind of.
Yeah, I think that's going to about wrap it up, guys. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this breakdown. I hope you guys saw something new that you didn't see. And, yeah, I hope you guys are just as excited about this map as I am. I am looking forward to Infinite Warfare Zombies. The new DLC maps are always fun to play, pretty much no matter what the map is like. It's always fun to play a brand new map. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Be very, very much appreciated. Let's try to get to 2,000 likes. Before we go, it's hairy. It doesn't look like hair to me. I mean, it's possible. It looks like dirt to me. 100% looks like dirt to me.
Zombies in Spaceland, I think.
And the fact that her right hand is just clean tells me it's 100% dirt. Yeah, that doesn't look like hair. Her finger's fine. It's just on the back of her palm, like right here. I don't know, but you guys may be right. You guys may be right. Could possibly be something there, but then again, this hand looks perfectly fine. So, I don't know. We'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Quick stream. Appreciate you guys coming out. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.